What's up, Triangle Attack fans? It's your boy Reese Ghost, the editor extraordinaire. Disclaimer for this episode, I accidentally made my audio just, like, way too goddamn quiet. Not that big a loss, I don't think I talk that much anyway, so... Yeah, here's a little trick, you just turn your volume up really high when you hear me talk, and then turn it right back down when everyone else starts talking, so... enjoy the podcast. Oh yeah, also make sure to vote sane for Choose Your Legends 4, baby. Alright, good night.
Just when you thought we were dead, we're back. It's Triangle Attack, episode 6. First
No.
episode of the fucking new year.
Yeah,
We are dead actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all been dead.
I've had that frenzy.
We recorded these episodes 4 or 5 years in advance.
Yeah,
So,
we were assembled long before you knew. It's gonna take
we
years
were
of back.
assembled.
We're fucking robots. This is a trick. It's that one fucking image of Drowsy from Mystery Dungeon. This was a trick. I've deceived you.
I was all true. So about 2 weeks late.
Yeah, 2 weeks late. We're gonna talk about Fire Emblem throughout the fucking last day.
Yeah.
Considering, boy, was that a fun ride.
I mean, I've been playing Fire Emblem for only like.
I was about to say, you only play Fire Emblem for like the last couple years of set.
I've been playing Fire
2,
Emblem since
3
Heroes
years?
came out, and I played Final Fantasy Tactics in 2010, so that kind of...
I played Fire Emblem around the start of the decade with Awakening, because I'm pretty sure that's where a lot of people started. I started with Awakening. I had a couple friends who also started with it.
Yeah,
I have a
played
friend who
Brawl,
started
I know
with...
Ike.
You know, I actually started playing Fire Emblem because a friend of mine had I saw him playing Fire Emblem Heroes, and then he said, "Don't play this game, it's bad, play actual Fire Emblem," and so I did, and that's how I actually got into Fire Emblem. And then I didn't actually start playing Fire Emblem Heroes till like a year ago, and I can confirm it's a bad game, but I still
I was
play
about
it,
to say Fire
'cause
Emblem
it's
Heroes
Stockholm
may be
Syndrome.
Fire Emblem Heroes may be a forgiving gacha, but it's still a shit gacha.
Yeah, it's a summary.
It's I was talking to a friend about Fate Grand Order, and he's like, "Yeah, man, 5-star, 5-star rates are like 0.11%."
I was about to say,
What the fuck?
Fate has some of the lowest 5-star rates I've seen in a video game.
Dude,
And
you'd better play. You'd be better off playing the freaking lottery. What are you doing?
I was about to say, you probably have the same amount of chance winning the lottery, running home, getting hit by lightning and surviving on the way home, and then at home catching a shiny Pokemon.
I learned that you can get insurance for farm animals struck by lightning, so I'm gonna
That
have,
sounds
I'm gonna have
fucking
all my cattle and whatever just running around looking like bumper cars with big like metal poles.
metal fucking poles and metal rings around.
Do you have cattle,
I do
Reese?
not have cattle. I do live in Minnesota though, so I could go walk 10 feet and steal some cattle.
I lived in
Have
Texas.
you ever?
I have a
I
cat.
lived in
I-
like the
I've always-
I lived in like the fucking hick countryside of Texas, and I saw a horse in the street once.
I was wondering. I feel like everyone who lives near cattle, is cow tipping a thing? Do you guys actually do that?
No, but I'm allergic to horses, so that horse in the street actually terrified.
Yeah, I don't like
You're
cows.
allergic?
They smell.
That's such a strange thing to be
I'm
allergic
allergic to horsehair specifically.
No, it's Survive FE4, dude.
to.
I was
No,
about to say, watch me die. That's
No.
why I hate FE4. There's too many horses.
nah, dude, you'd be perfect for Thracia when they're all this.
Oh yeah, horses are banned.
Dude,
Well,
I the whole playthrough ratio is 776 me, whatever. I never even,
Yeah, that started this
I
decade. We can
realized-
talk about.
Oh yeah, that's true. I realized I never even looked at Thracia, like seeing Nannies or whatever sharing like, check it out, I capped out my stats. Like they fucking cap at 20. Everything caps at 20. I did not know that shit. Like Jesus.
Well, I mean, again,
wild.
everyone's
Everyone's got
The-
stamina. Like what?
the standards for FE games are so wildly different.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like in
standards of-
FE7, if you like, even in Hector hard mode, if you've got like 14 speed, you can double like anything in the game. But if you go to like Radiant Dawn, by the end of the game, if you don't have 40 speed, you ain't doubling shit.
Right now, my Dorcas has about as much speed as my Hector in my FE7 playthrough. It's good for.
And if you remember Fire Emblem Warriors, that game that happened.
The only thing I know about Fire Emblem Warriors is like texture of the rocks. And
I was
it's
about to
like
say,
a stock
it's-
image.
Please,
Koei Tecmo
please.
did such a good job here. Let's bring him back for 3 houses.
Forgive Koei Tecmo. They are stupid.
Yeah.
Have you
Fruit
seen
basket.
Hyrule Warriors?
Yes, I've seen Hyrule. My neighbor had Hyrule Warriors, and
The
I
grass
watched him
is
play
a
with them.
the grass is a the grass is a PNG 2D texture.
Amazing.
Fuck. I'm playing Griffball. Don't mind me. That's Fire
Ah.
Emblem related, right?
You're playing
Yeah.
what?
Speaking of the decade again, Halo Reach came out like 10 years ago.
Oh, dude, I've
not played a Halo fully. I've played parts of Reach. I've played parts of 3.
I just realized what's going on. Okay, so while we're talking about Halo Reach, there's a game mode called Griffball. It's like a stupid little sports game mode. And since it's short and gives you a lot of good amount of EXP, people go AFK in it, and like they just leave their controller spinning. And I was wondering why I saw about 80% of the people in this game walking into walls and spinning around. I'm like, oh shit, this is just like 2010, man. This is great.
You know, I'm really sad I missed out on, like, if there's anything I really missed out on of being a kid who pretty much only had Nintendo consoles just because that's what I had and that's what I liked. I never really experienced, like, the camaraderie of first-person shooters in the late 2000s and early 2010.
I never got those because I was all over the fucking place with consoles. I owned, at about the end of the 2000s, I owned all 3. A Wii, a 360, and I had a PS3 for a while, but I gave it over to my sister.
Yeah, but yeah, early Xbox 360s, that shit was great. Too bad you missed out on it, but like, I'm always wishing I could go back to that shit. Like, God.
I only had Xbox Live for a while and I never played first-person stuff on it. I got Dust. I got Dust and Elysian Tale in that, and that was probably one of my favorite Metroidvanias ever.
That's what that game is.
Yeah, Dust is a Metroidvania.
I knew about that game. It had a Minecraft skin, and it was a free Xbox profile picture, but other than that... that's about the
But you know, I'm experiencing it now. I got the Master Chief Collection because I'd always played like Halo like 2 multiplayer at my friend's house, and that was a ton of fun. But I'm actually playing the Reach campaign right now.
Everybody always talks about Halo 2. I've never owned the original Xbox, so I could never experience it.
And
Halo 2,
Reese freaking spoiled it for me.
What, that cat gets fucking murdered.
Is that like early in the game?
It's
Reese,
It's
when you're
the
editing
first
this,
spoiler.
flash a spoiler alert on the
I'll
screen.
edit that. I'll put in the cat down.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, yo, not spoiler alert. It was on
Yo,
a tweet
put
of
in-
me saying Cat has a fat ass.
I
She does. Dude, like we were like just freaking walking down the hill in the first mission, and I look. I don't even remember any of their other names. I look at one dude on my left, and then I look at Cat, and it's just like, dude, did they have to like make her freaking suit or whatever like special for her? Because Jesus,
Yeah, one of the reasons I said
metal
don't
is
go on
big
Google
one.
Images other than spoilers is the first thing. Actually, the first thing that I found
When
I looked up,
when you
Cat
type in a
Halo
character's name,
it
when
was
you
all-
type in a character's name and the first
oh, yeah.
result is death,
It was
Oh,
all,
yeah.
It was all cat, death, and ass. That's all it was.
ass.
Shot with a needle rifle and just fucking screenshots of cat's ass. Oh my god.
So
I looked at a
back to
picture of her
Effie.
face, and she's not very attractive. But yeah, this is a Fire Emblem podcast, everybody.
Alright,
Yeah.
Halo crossover. When?
I told you it's like in the SoundCloud
Speaking of-
description that we never use.
speaking
We
of
neof talk about
crossovers.
Fire Emblem.
Speaking
Of crossovers,
that's-
TMS.
Boom, smoothest transition. Clean as
Yeah.
hell.
Smooth as butter, and then Reese, you gotta edit some butter rolling across the screen.
Got it. PNG.
Yeah, we'll fix it in post.
Yeah. What the fuck is
Um,
BS Fire Emblem while we're at it? I still have no idea.
It was for that one radio SNES add-on, and it was just some bonus. Yeah, it was for.
Yes,
it was just.
Fire Emblem.
I don't know.
It was just.
BS Fire Emblem is when the frickin' boss in that one chapter of FE6 has like, fuck, the one where you get the Durandal. That I
Yeah.
swear to God, and they, you know, throne bonuses are just infinite. So like every character has 30 hit. That's
Phone
BS
bonuses
Fire
are
Emblem.
insane in FE6.
That's BS Fire Emblem. But so tonight,
BS Fire
there's-
Emblem is broadcast Satellaview Fire Emblem. Literally
Got it.
just a radio broad. It was basically the idea of they radio broadcasted the game onto the cartridge via like a weird radio signal, dumb thing. You had to like daisy chain some shit together, I think. And
So-
you could play bonus levels for Shadow Dragon stuff. Yeah, go on,
So
Jango.
just an hour or so before the recording of this episode, a new Heroes banner dropped, and I don't know who anyone is.
Me neither.
My name's
Nor do I give a shit.
I'm 18 years old and I want to be an idol at this supporting bus company.
Okay.
And
a bus.
there's like they have stands of Fire Emblem characters.
They have personas of FE characters.
Is this Persona?
No, it's actually Shin Megami Tensei.
No.
Are Tokyo Mirage Sessions and Shin Megami Tensei and are those all the same place? Is this the same franchise?
I don't know. We'll explain it.
They're-
Every time I ask, everyone's like,
It's
Is this-
really
is it-
dumb
is it-
to
is
say.
Is it JoJo? What is going
Persona-
on?
I mean, if you want to get technical, Persona was semi-half inspired by JoJo, not fully. Apparently, it was inspired by a lot of philosophical shit that I don't know how, like philosophy and the study of.
Nobody knows what Araki was up to. in
No,
any
not
given
that
moment.
guy. There was another guy who talked about the fucking fact of when everybody wears a mask, a persona, if you will, pretty her, and then. And fucking some guy at Atlas, John Atlas himself was like, I got a fucking idea. I'm gonna do
Color red,
and then he
color black, pale skin, let's go.
and then he fucking smoked his crack pipe and made Persona.
Batman villain, Batman villain, Batman villain.
Batman villain. He smoked his crack pipe, and that's how Persona 1's plot got. Only on crack would you think the idea of, yeah, these teenagers are going to explore the head of a mentally sick girl. That'll work.
So, I don't care. I've gotten to the point. We've had so many good banners recently that I'm really not gonna get angry at a banner I don't.
I was
give a shit
about to say this is fine considering we've gotten a lot of old FE pandered to at this point.
Yeah. And
I mean, it's not
this
even
is
pandered
special
to. It's just them doing their due diligence. Finally, we had like what 7 Thracia characters.
Yeah.
For the
I don't-
longest time, we had only, I think, for the longest time in base, we only had Reinhardt and Olwen from Thracia.
There was a period of time where we had as many Camilla alts as we did characters from the entire game of Thracia 776.
Those were the dark ages, man.
Those
I
are
mean, to
like-
be fair, the characters that are from Thracia, most of them were just characters that also existed in genealogy.
Still,
I know, but
I'm
that's
talking
a
original.
point against Heroes, because, like, we don't have any of the more original characters from Thracia.
Yeah.
and
And then
I'm
cut to the end of the year where Marita was fucking really in and out to escape alt-only hell. Marita.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
that's
you know what was weird? Remember when Sigrun got an alt and then got like her base form a month later or something like that? That was
Yeah.
very weird.
Remember
And
when
what?
Charlotte?
Never. Remember how intelligence systems probably is just gonna pretend Charlotte doesn't exist
I mean,
for the rest of time?
They honestly can, and people don't know she exists until they bring back the wedding banners or whatever they're called.
I was
I
about
mean,
to say she has
there's
her
gonna be
fan
another.
base, but it's fucking niche.
I mean, bridal banners, groom
Bridal
chain-
banners are around February or late January.
No, I mentioned it on Twitter. I'm calling right now. Valentine's Sane.
Yeah, if we could just get
Even if he's stuck in alt hell, if it's Valentine's Sane, I would not mind it.
Yeah, if it's his rose art, that's practically canon as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah.
Oh, with his
Yeah,
paladin
the cipher art.
But yeah.
cipher art.
Fire Emblem sure was weird this decade, huh, gamers?
Free epic gamers.
Bro, ever since Kaga left.
Everett,
but
Kaga
Kaga
left
was
after
right.
FE. You see what happened was after FE5, Kaga was like, I don't want to make more Fire Emblem, and so he left. What did he do
And then
afterwards? More
made
Fire
more
Emblem.
Fire.
He got a boss.
And then
Suit.
Intelligent Systems was like, oh crap, Kaga's gone. Let's try and do some Kaga stuff
They
that
made
Kaga
the
would do.
worst
And then they made
Fire
FE6.
I
They
was
made
like-
the worst.
No.
I haven't even played.
It's not even in
Fates.
English. That game sucks.
I haven't
They
even
mess up. I
played.
can't read it.
What's all this line shit? I'm not playing Sam Show.
Ah,
Guys, I'm gonna admit something right now. I've always said I've played FE6, and I guess
You've
I
not
can say
played FE6.
I've played it. I've never beaten it. I never had the motivation to.
I
I
mean,
did.
I have played every FE game except for Radiant Dawn, but
Yeah.
I've not beaten every FE game
I
that's Radiant
played
Dawn.
practically all of them, but I haven't beaten all of them. I've beaten Echoes and FE7. Also, like,
Are you serious? You've only beaten Echoes and FE7?
I have
and
beaten
the Radiant.
Awakening, 7. I've beaten, in order of like chronological dumb shit, I have 7, 8, Awakening, Fates, Birthright, and Revelations, and all the past 3 houses.
Oh, and
I've-
beat 3 houses.
I've- I've beaten 7, 8, 9, and 10.
and 10.
Yeah, I beat I emulated it.
No, but, no, you can't say the gamer word, you're gonna get
Yeah, dude, Nintendo's gonna send a cease and desist to my house.
Stop! No, it's not even a cease and desist. You get a package, you open it up, it's a stop sign.
I mean, Nintendo's still like, emulators are still on the Android Play Store.
I was about to
Well,
say,
actually, the
to be
emulators are
fair,
legal, but they're wrong.
Baby
That's
Patrick
true.
Dentist is
So you
also
just-
on the
you
App
say,
Store.
"Oh, I'm emulating my disc or some bullshit." I'm like, yeah, that's legal.
Bro, I made my own GBA game.
I
Like,
mean,
oh, okay, this
technically,
fine.
I'm
To be
playing
fair,
Wii,
To
but
be
it's
fair,
exclusive.
those emulators are on the App Store, but also fucking Baby Patrick Dental Surgery is also on the App Store.
Don't you
So what does
dare
that say?
remind any living human that Baby Patrick Dental Surgery exists.
Baby
as a
That's
Patrick
probably
concept.
not even a real game.
My favorite
That's
ever
probably
game.
a real game, and I just made it up.
I thought it was real. I guarantee you it is now.
You know, have you ever read those studies about like implanting fake memories in people? Like if you go
What's
and
it
ask
called? What's it
if
called?
you go and
I
ask
know it's
someone,
Nelson Mandela.
like remember
the Mandela effect.
no. It's something slightly different.
Yeah.
If you go and ask literally anyone, hey, remember that one time as a kid you got lost in a shopping mall? Even if they really didn't ever get lost in a shopping mall, they will say yes. They will be like, yeah, dude, I remember that time I got lost in a freaking grocery store. That was so scary. And then their mom comes in and they're like, ha, you never got lost in a shopping mall. They have a whole Wikipedia article about telling people that they got lost in a shopping mall when they didn't. And so that's what I'm saying. If you tell someone that Baby Patrick Dental Surgery, they'll be like, dude, I remember seeing that. That shit's gross. It doesn't exist, but it probably might.
It probably has not existed until now because some fucking wacky wahoo bootlegger is watching this like, yes, I could do that. Let me get my crack pipe.
Yeah, because wait a minute, you just created Baby Patrick Dental Surgery. What have
Hell
you
yeah!
done?
Hell
have you
yeah!
done?
I have created yet another abomination.
Just like how people.
I
keep
need to
making
be
Mike
stopped.
Tyson's and Punch Out. It's really Mr. Dream. Come on, man. Mike
Mike Tyson was in it. What?
No, his name's not Mike Tyson. It's actually Balrog.
I actually
It's called Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
I actually forget how the Mr. Dream Punch Out thing worked.
It was
Mike
just
Tyson
'cause-
had
it's just 'cause
some-
Mike. it's
Mike
just
had
Mike
some bad
Tyson was like-
allegations during that time, and so they're like, fuck, get him out of the game. Replace him with a white.
Yeah, but like I forget. Was that just for like?
Wait, no, Mr. Dream is still black.
No, Mr. Dream is white.
Really? Oh, I'm thinking of the Wii Punch Out.
Yeah, you're thinking of Wii, where that's Sandman, who is, I think Sandman is in Punch Out original.
I forget. Maybe he's in
Yeah,
Punch
he
Out.
was-
too.
yeah,
Maybe
he
he's in
was-
Super Punch Out.
Yeah, Mr. Dream.
No,
was white.
No, Sandman was in the arcade version of Punch. You
Oh,
know where
I see.
Little Mac looked like a deformed Rocky bootleg.
Yeah, Mr. Dream made his only appearance in a re-release of Tyke Myson's Punch Out. Our
Tyke
first
Tyke Myson!
Punch Out featuring Mr. Dream.
Man, they should have just done that for Balrog and not do this name switching shit.
Yeah.
character. Just call him Tyke Bison.
Should just Tyke Myson. Tyke's a name, right?
No, wait, he's supposed to be Mike Bison, so it needs to be Bike Bison.
Mr. Dream just looks like Rocky Balboa, like mixed with like Patrick. I don't know.
Patrick Star or Patrick Stewart?
Our Fire Emblem podcast, everyone.
I've seen such finger speed before. Okay.
Fire Emblem.
Now,
Yeah,
what
Fire Emblem sure
Fire
did.
Emblem memories you guys got?
I remember the very first time I played Fire Emblem. The very first time. It was in Algebra 2.
It was a fucking car ride home, and my
I
cousin
played-
handed me his cartridge of Sacred Stones, like, dude, check this shit out. I'm like, damn, this is lit.
So I was in Algebra 2, and I popped open FE7, because that seemed like because it was the one that, it was just called Fire Emblem, and because
So you assumed,
because my
like
friend was
everyone
like,
else, that it was the
just
first.
yeah, that just emulate on the GBA, and I went, okay, Fire Emblem GBA, because I was already emulating like Golden Sun or something, and
I was about to say, you were emulating shit you gave a shit about at the time, like Golden Sun.
And
I
then-
emulated a lot of Pokemon
then-
back in high school.
yeah, then it was just Fire Emblem. I'm like, okay, and then I was like, okay, Lynn's cute, whatever, and then I get to chapter 1, and I lay my eyes upon the sexiest man I've ever seen in my entire life.
And that's when
Kent.
Jango realized he was gay.
No, I mean, what's funny is I was so bad at it. I got to chapter 19, and I restarted the game because I realized that all of my I had played the
That was
game
my
so
first
poorly
experience. That was my fucking
that I
first experience.
restarted when I got to the Dread Isle because all of my units were so bad, because I tried to like spread out the experience, and then nobody got any experience, so nobody could kill anything.
Nice. But
So-
yeah, fucking.
And then I went back and restarted and soloed Lyn mode with Sane, and I'm like, this is how you play Fire Emblem. I see now. I understand. And then
Yeah, fucking. I was handed it by my cousin, who I've heard rumors of selling lean recently.
Yes.
Lean.
Sell me, whatever. Yeah.
No, not the dancer. The fuck. The
Yeah, dude,
substance.
codeine and purple Gatorade.
Purple Gatorade. What? No, it's Sprite.
Hell yeah.
Whatever. And then it
Yeah, I heard of either him or another.
Yeah, no,
Back when we were both kids, he handed me this copy of Fire Emblem game, Sacred
It's
Sons. Like, hey, check
it's
this out.
literally called Purple Drink.
Purple drink.
It's fucking purple Gatorade, bro.
It's
I don't
fucking
think Gatorade-
purple, baby.
I think of
Dude.
Powerade.
Dude, no, it's fucking grape Gatorade. I swear to God, there was a kid in
Graperade.
the same Algebra 2 class that I played Fire Emblem. There was a kid who had a bottle of lean.
Yeah, I had one too.
Yeah, so I know what lean is. I am the utmost expert on lean content. Alright?
But yeah, fucking, he handed me Sacred Stones. Like, yo, check this out. I'm like, wow,
Oh
this
yeah.
red hat, cool, and the fucking green-haired lady looks nice.
Oh, what?
I
what
remember.
Yeah, everybody else
Shell?
is. Yes, everybody else's fucking first video game crush as a Fire Emblem player was Lyn. Yet mine was Laura Shaw. I'm different.
The thing with FE7 is I never like Lyn was cute, and I'm
I
like,
never
okay, this is a good start. I
understood-
never had a
Despite the
license
fact
for
that
FE7.
I was about to say, despite the fact that I am the de facto Lyn guy of this group, I never understood the obsession.
I liked her because of the heroes art, but then yeah, like FE7. White
My guess is that she was the first girl that people saw. I was like, oh, she's fucking cute and she likes me.
FE7 like has a lot of that's like the one thing is I never had a waifu with FE7. FE7 was fine. I didn't care about it. And
I mean,
then
not many of them have many big choices. I say not many big choices because Florina looks like she's fucking 4 foot.
Hell
and
yeah.
then the next
She's
game I
fucking-
played.
I don't
With
even
Path
see her
of
as a romantic
Radiance.
thing. She's just fucking tiny.
Path of Radiance.
Then I played Path of Radiance, and I discovered my second favorite Fire Emblem character of all time.
Titan.
Yeah, that's right, Grail.
Grail.
And then I played FE6, and I just realized I just like sword girls. That's my whole thing. Mia, Fear, fucking Ira, Larce, all of them are perfect in every way possible. Larse especially. I really like Larse. I mean, like, aside from Mia.
I like her pants.
I
like the
her lack
like the
thereof.
fact. I was about to say, I like the fact that her hairstyle is probably the worst one I've seen.
Really? I love Larse's hair.
I don't know, feels weird. It's like she wanted to grow it out, but then thought halfway, nah.
Yeah, like the triangle bangs or whatever. It's a thing. I don't know what the hell to call it.
I don't think it
I
would
mean,
work.
to be fair, I like Iori Yagami's hairstyle, and that thing's a fucking pompadour gone rogue.
See, it's one of those FE hairstyles that's definitely a product of, like, both Kaga being weird with the design, and not Kaga, just genealogy being weird with the designs, and that's just how 90s anime hair looked.
Everybody looked like an initial D character.
Because in genealogy, their hair is, like, so big.
That's a
So-
reference that Walmart guy will appreciate. He likes initial D, right?
Yeah, well,
Like, I started genealogy, and I look at Sigurd, and I'm like, why is his hair, like, the same size as his... It's like we're looking from the top of his head, but not. It's so strange,
Because
their
it's
hair.
a downward.
portraits in FE4 either horrifying.
Back before fucking F9 and 10, where they normalized the characters looking at each other. All the sprites were really fucking weird.
Got like front-facing art, or like.
Oh my god.
Remember
Lex.
Renak? Remember,
No,
one that
dude.
always fucks me up
Renak?
is Renak and Joshua from 8. Because Renak always looks off to the side. He's just
Okay,
like, he's got a
I-
face
I
going
don't
on.
remember Renak, but Joshua, yeah. I don't
hold
like,
on.
I don't like
'Cause he-
Cormag because he's always like looking like at a fucking like 75-degree angle. So I'm like, what is that? Ugh.
Real talk, fucking Renak is a character that I
Oh,
learned to
that's
fucking...
Renak.
I hated him at first, but then I'm like, I fucking love this.
I've always loved. Okay, here's the thing. I got for a second. I got like really offended
Yeah,
at the
they're-
way you pronounce Renak, and then I was like, wait a minute. I don't even know how I think Renak should be pronounced.
No, I pronounce it as that
every
only
way
for
I
the...
say it sounds wrong.
I mean, the game's Fire Emblem Heroes, as of the fucking Halloween banner, pronounces as... But I don't care, I'm pronouncing as Renak, so that I can fucking say it when he comes
Renak-
in.
Renak
Obviously,
sounds wrong.
I was about to
So
say it
does Renak.
does, because I see Renak, and I'm like,
Just name your character's normal goddamn name.
Yeah, like
listen, listen, we were screwed from
Cool.
the we were screwed from the start when the person he follows around is named fucking Lara Shell.
Yeah,
She's- I think she's the only Fire Emblem character with an apostrophe in her name.
I'm pretty sure.
Sayori. Boom.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
No,
she
I know
exists.
she's real.
No, she's real.
Lonku. I was literally about to say
Lonku?
bad Lonku, and I'm like, wait, no, he has an apostrophe too.
You know what I can say is just I've not played. I started playing Echoes. I've been too lazy to actually play past like, chapter 2
Wow.
because playing genealogy just burns me out so much. But so when I finish genealogy, I'll actually finish Echoes and Three Houses.
God, I was fucking
But-
addicted to Echoes when I first got that shit. It was so fucking good.
It's really weird. Like
It's good.
everyone does a
that
minimum
design-
of 1 damage. It like throws me off.
Yeah, and like you only need like 1 speed to double people or something like that. It's weird.
I think the map design is kind of what throws people away from
No,
Echoes
it's the
sometimes.
big-
Well,
feel.
because they did it like 1-to-1 with guiding.
I'm
I was
fine.
about to
Gaiden
say,
was
to
just
be
wild.
fair, it's Gaiden's map design.
They're not like
And nothing
bad,
was
but
changed.
They're literally just squares. So like,
They're not unbearable, but it's the fact that they're boring at their worst, and nobody
Yeah.
likes a boring map. Because like when it's bad, it's at least rememberable. Like you could fucking probably remember Battle Before Dawn.
yeah,
something like that.
You know, I like Battle Before Dawn.
You
I
like
like it.
Zephiel getting fucking sniped by Ursula?
No, Ursula. Okay, Ursula doesn't move until you get into her range.
I've had that fucking happen. I was right in front of Ursula, and she decided today I will attack Zephiel, and I had to fucking restart the map.
Okay, here's the thing. I know people have. I guess it's just because I've never had problems with Battle Before Dawn. Because first off, I always just get lucky and Jafar crits everything and dodges everything, and then my Sane is always so immensely broken that he can just solo everything on his way down, and I never have any problem. It's great. A map that I do hate, I think probably my least favorite Fire Emblem ever has gotta be... Shit. It's something from Radiant Dawn. I know it's something
I don't
from Radiant
remember
Dawn.
maps or songs. I
It's the one with the fucking
characters.
bog, isn't it?
With the...
don't know. Bog map.
Fucking
It's
yeah,
the
the fucking mud map.
that one sucks.
Shitty, absolute garbage mud map featuring Mudman.
Featuring Mudman.
Oh,
I-
the FE9 one? Is that what you're talking about?
No,
No,
10.
the one in part 1 of 10.
I
was-
remember
I don't
specifically
know.
one that everyone bitches about is when you go from the fucking Grail Mercenaries back to the Dawn Brigade for no reason.
Oh, I hate it because you have fun with all the good units, and then you go back to the Dawn Brigade and everyone sucks. That one's no. You know what map everyone hates that I really like is the what's it called? Daybreaks, FE9, the 4-part forest one. I really like those maps. They were interesting. And it wasn't. It's not that bad. Shut the hell up.
What?
All your units get to like heal at the beginning. The
What are you
people,
talking
like-
about? What map are you talking about?
Did I like cut out or something? I'm talking about the.
No,
Oh,
I
sorry.
blanked. No, I myself blanked out.
I'm talking about in FE9 that 4-part map in the woods.
Oh, you mean the fucking one where
Daybreaks.
you... Yeah, Daybreaks, the one where you have to fucking save
The
racing.
Yeah.
The racing map. It's like you heal between each thing. It's not that bad.
You heal between each thing. You get to bring in new items with your reinforcement, and also you get to kill Oliver. Or well, you don't get to kill Oliver, but you get to beat Oliver,
Scared me for a second.
Beat him up!
and you get to trash Oliver, kill him, because then if you kill them, you wouldn't be able to get him as a unit in Reading Dawn.
Nephenie's bad because she has E rank and lances.
Your mom has an E rank and lances.
Talking
Definitely-
about weapon ranks, bro. I just use iron lances for the entirety of every FE game. Like, geez.
I was about to say, you could be like Fates, where you could totally, completely, 100% get away with using an iron sword for the entirety of the
Fates
game.
Fucked up weapons so hard, so iron swords are probably like top tier in that shit. I don't remember, like silver
Well, what-
swords.
what
gave,
is-
like,
what
is- Oh, no, no.
+5 speed.
What
You
does
can
Fates
get
do with
through the...
weapons?
Silver swords like gave you speed.
They
penalties, like, they
I was about
affect
to
your
say,
stats directly.
certain weapons straight up debuff you.
Yeah,
Does
it's
why?
so
What
fucking-
was the weight system too complicated for them?
They made it.
Mm,
They
apparently,
still had it,
because
they still
the
have it,
fucking-
it's just-
The Omega Yato, the fucking ultimate weapon core, it debuffs him.
You won't be able to double anything in Conquest. That's kind of just how it works. The game's kind of fun just because it's really fucking brutal. It's like, good lord. Like, after you grind through using, like, Mozu to whittle down people with the ballista because you promoted her to an archer for that sole purpose, and then everything goes according to plan after 23 minutes of prep time. It's like, holy shit. But then I don't want to do it again for the next chapter, so it's like, oh god. Too much management in that game.
Yeah, apparently fucking...
Yeah.
Like, apparently, speaking of Warriors, apparently in Japan it's going to be free for a while for Nintendo Online people.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like, why don't they do that with, whatever the hell it's called, America as well? Like Xbox and PlayStation do that with their online.
I was about to say,
stuff for you.
Xbox straight up gives free games, no penalty after your subscription ends, because I was able to play Dust when my fucking subscription ended.
Games with gold is swag as hell, man. It's just free shit.
One game I didn't get to try back when it was on Xbox, but I have it now, is fucking Bastion. That's a good game.
Oh, yeah, that one's fun. That's like, don't remember, but...
That's the
like-
Diablo-styled
there we go.
game.
The
That's
Diablo
like the
games are
narrate-
fun, Ultimate
The
Alliance.
fucking narrator in Bastion is fucking good. I know a lot of other people say he's an fuck you. This guy sounds amazing. Fuck you. I want him to narrate fucking someone preparing breakfast, and it could probably sound like the beginning of a fucking action.
They should make a top-down Fire Emblem game like Diablo.
I was about to say from one fucking idea that somebody came up with was a real-time strategy Fire Emblem, but I'm pretty sure nobody liked Halo Wars.
Halo Wars. People liked Halo Wars 2 a lot, but Yeah, Dreamstar is weird. But speaking of Halo again, this is the Halo Fire Emblem podcast while we're at it. Like,
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
fuck
look at-
yeah.
Hold on.
Even though I know
Yeah.
nothing about Halo.
Halo cat.
Halo, haha.
I'm just gonna look. And yeah, I mean, it's
Type in
Look
cat.
at-
Yeah.
yeah.
That's insane,
No,
but,
I mean, it has a whole know your meme page.
Yeah, bro. Oh, XCOM. Yeah, they make more XCOM games, dude. A Halo XCOM spin-off would be fucking sick. They're doing one for Gears of War, I think. It's like XCOM's a really cool series. It's like Fire Emblem with guns. Cuff, Valkyria.
It's basically just Final Fantasy. I mean, to be fair, there's more alternative ranges. It's more so Final Fantasy guns.
Have either of you guys played Valkyria Chronicles?
Nope.
No.
Game's fucking sick. It's so good. Yeah, there we go.
S.
God, yeah, but it's practically just Fire Emblem with guns and first-person mode done right. Like, that garbage first-person mode that Three Houses has that no one uses ever other than for funny screenshots. It's like...
I was about to say, nobody uses that for funny screenshots because as much as I think it's really neat and interesting, it doesn't look good and it could easily be improved.
It's worth it for the funny screenshots, but that's the reason why they had to bring Koei Tech over, because it's like, oh, the whole map is preloaded, so you can go right into this view. It's like, well, this view sucks. No one, this, it's bad, yuck. Valkyria Chronicles, all the fucking backgrounds are like hand-painted and rendered very beautifully and shit, and you have to go first-person mode. There's no select.
Yeah, there's no op.
It's very
Like you
nice.
had. Codename Steam did the same fucking thing.
Oh, dude, the only thing I know about Codename Steam is what Ike looks like.
That was scary, man.
That guy
Hold on,
who
hold
drew
on.
all the Codename Steam art later would do fucking. You know, people are saying.
The art is really cool. I love his art, but if
People
I
are
can't
saying
really
with the
find-
fucking Tokyo Mirage Session banner that Warriors characters have a chance. No, fuck. Their series has been
Warriors
dead and it's never
characters.
going to get a chance. Just put fucking Codename Steam characters
They're
of their
already
heroes.
pretending that Warriors
Let
doesn't
me
exist,
let,
man.
let me find.
The moment they they started to pretend it exists was the moment it's going out for free.
Wait. I'm just giggling at fucking Ike. I gotta find this. It's hard to see it in this screenshot, but this is all I can find. Look at Ike in the fucking corner.
Ike looks like a fucking gourd, man.
He's literally a gourd. That's such a good.
No, wait, you
description.
know what he looks like? An upside down pear.
Oh my god.
Dude, Robin looks like a generic NPC in an Elder Scrolls game.
Oh, he has- He can have Irvin in this game? Dude, I fucking love. I think Irvin is probably like my single favorite Fire Emblem weapon. It just looks so goddamn raw. You know?
Which
I mean, all of them are raw. You never cook a weapon, dumbass.
Shut. Yeah. What do you? Yes, you do. You cook all weapons.
Yeah,
That's how
bro.
fucking forging metal works.
Then Irvin is not raw.
What about clubs? What weapon are you talking about? Because I feel like I pronounce it differently. Type it.
What, Irvin?
Yeah. Oh, Ike's axe? You call it
Or
Irvin?
great. What you call it, Irvon?
Yeah, I call it Irvon.
Actually, I call it.
Irvin? Fucking Irvin. Steve Irvin.
Crocodile Dundee. And then
Did
it
I-
cuts to.
Did I
Says-
ever talk about the time that I tried to like get a quote from a blacksmith on
Oh, yeah. you
him
did.
making Irvin, and he said
And
he
he's like,
couldn't do
sorry, I don't
license.
deal in copyrighted materials.
He couldn't do license stuff, and I'm like, dude, I just shouldn't have told him it was from a game. I should have just told him, here, I drew an axe, you make it.
Check this shit out.
And then you fucking lamboozle him.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I was trying to look for this Halo Reach picture for the longest time.
Yeah, fucking. What other stuff is there? Can we
Yeah,
talk about how Fire Emblem somehow came back from the fucking brink of death this decade? People
Yeah.
don't know the cause of it, anyways.
I mean, wasn't Nintendo like, hey, if your next Fire Emblem game doesn't do well, yeah, we're just
Yo,
gonna never do Fire
if
Emblem?
you
And they're like,
suck,
shit, dude, make it a wife.
you-
Make it a wife.
Practically.
Fuck, give them the ability to marry. Okay, then. And then Nintendo came to Chibi Robo devs like, okay, same as those guys. And then Chibi Robo devs were like, and then they died.
You know what's funny?
Whiplash or whatever.
This game blows.
You know what's kind of funny about what I noticed when I just looked up Irvin is the hero's art for this. The hero sprite for Irvin is like it's pretty different from the actual art. It's almost like it's a fucking circle, like, and that'd be kind of cool if the blades just made a perfect. That'd be cool as fuck. Hold on, I'm very interested in this concept now.
You know, another fucking
Something, I think.
thing that happened this decade is that Fire Emblem got probably... Let's talk about the fucking DLC both Echoes and Three Houses got. Echoes is expansion...
It's just cosmetics, right? For Three
no,
Houses?
Three Houses is cosmetics and a unit that fucking blows.
What's the unit Three Houses got?
Anna.
And
Oh, Anna.
technically Yuritsa, but he was just cut content.
Yuritsa is free with a playthrough of Crimson Flower.
Yeah.
But Anna is a unit you actively have to buy the expansion pass for, and she apparently has terrible growths, no supports, and is apparently not a good unit.
Yeah, it's kind of an F chat. Just big ol'.
I was about to say it's a big old fucking F in the chat moment, considering Anna was usually the best unit in every other game she was in, or one of the best.
Shadows of Valentia 7-Eleven, man.
Dude, have you ever noticed that guy's straight up doing it to him?
He's doing it, yeah. That's what Twitter user Walmart and #1 super friend of the show has said.
No fucking I know Dios
I
was a good old friend. He did the same fucking thing. He fucking straight up edited him on the street.
I've got a mutual on Twitter named Tsubasa. You guys know Tsubasa, right?
Probably, yes.
I kind of double take. I had to do a double take when I saw that one of the new units in the new banner for Faye named Tsubasa.
And then you look at him and say, "Is this you?" No, dumbass.
I mean, yeah,
Is this you? And then he fucking hits you on the head.
It's the vagina bones girl.
Yeah, the second you saw it said that.
Imagine!
I was Shitage tweet saying, okay, but vagina bone lady kind of smacking for real.
I mean, yeah. Dude.
You know,
honestly,
that's fucking hilarious.
Like a top 10 Twitter account.
Oh, yeah.
If you didn't keep getting suspended.
To be fair, Tsubasa's... That's gonna be fucking hilarious. That people who do not know who Tsubasa is are probably just going to refer to her as the Vagina Bones Girl.
Is that not her middle name?
I thought Japanese people didn't have middle name.
Her full name is Tsubasa
Vagina Bones something.
Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE.
Yeah, TMS.
TMS FE.
Why does TMS sound like the name of a disease?
Because it probably is.
Too much information.
TMS.
Too much saxophone!
It's TMS stands for transcranial magnetic stimulation. It's
Is that when you get turned on by magnets?
No, it uses magnetic fields to stimulate nerve cells in the brain to improve depression. Huh. Also, fun fact of the day, did you know that there's only like 20 blimps in the whole world?
Neat.
That makes me incredibly sad.
No, you want to know what's a weird question that could possibly trigger an existential crisis?
What was that?
When was the last time you jumped?
Yesterday.
Wait, hold on. Did I jump today?
Fucking question no one was prepared to handle.
Wait, I gotta like think. I didn't jump. I jumped yesterday. I know I jumped yesterday. I don't think I jumped today. That's kind of weird. I go whole days without jumping.
I don't remember what I jumped for, but I definitely was like, alright, I'm gonna do a big...
Yeah, remember how fucking Fire Emblem fucking 2010s literally became just a shit show.
Oh,
Not in the games,
subsidized.
but I mean straight up just the fact that was when the Fire Emblem people wouldn't shut up screaming at each other, and everyone was disappointed.
You know, I found out my friend. I have a Japanese, and he asked me to identify this Fire Emblem game, and he has genealogy. His dad brought his Super Famicom from Japan when they moved, and he found his fucking Super Famicom and a cartridge with genealogy on it.
And that's pretty fucking raw, dude.
Attic. And now I really want to talk to my friend's dad about Fire Emblem. Or just like, hey, can I borrow that so I can die because I don't have save states?
I was about to say, do you really want to play genealogy without save states? Without fast forwarding? Without English?
It's definitely... It would definitely be a... I mean, but it'd be cool to
It'd make you a real gamer!
It would be cool as hell to do, I think.
It'd be cool as hell to at least attempt, but I wouldn't see myself playing it fully.
That's true.
That's one thing I'm kind of worried about with a fucking remake is, like, genealogy. I'm like, this shit better not be slow, otherwise I'll have as much need to play it as I would the original.
Yeah.
Like, Three Houses was fucking really nice gameplay-wise. Like, yeah, you could get busted units pretty easily, but to be fair, that's like most FE games.
Actually, FE4
You guys know about... You guys ever heard about Critger?
Critger, yeah, bro.
Yeah, of course I know Critger. Everyone knows Critger.
The fucking 120 crit...
But,
Yeah, Lowdown.
An FE4
supports-
remake or any new remake will automatically be faster because, like, you know, even Echoes and Three Houses, Fates, they all have the, like, new HUD.
They have
where
the
you can hold
they have
down
the
A
new
and, like,
HUD,
fast forward,
and they have a
so-
skip up.
Exactly.
Dude, I am so...
Animation and stuff in
I'm so freaking hyped for an FE4 remake. That would
I'm
be
kind of
so
excited
cool,
because I'll
dude.
get to experience it without FE4's very fucking clunky gameplay.
I
I'm
actually
also-
like how the sprites
but I'm
and
also-
stuff work, or look.
But I'm also kind of terrified to see how the fucking actual FE4 fans will react, because a lot of people are like, yeah, this is great, or no, this is wrong.
I want them to remake Shadow Dragon and stuff again, just because FE12 is fucking gross.
I was about to say 11 and 12 are terrible, and we should
Bro,
just
we
get another
already
Shadow
have
Dragon.
3 different versions of
Exactly, they're
Shadow.
all bad. They remade them back in the Dark Ages.
Have you ever fucked up multiple times in a row
There's like
on the same...
WarioWare engine to build this shit.
I saw
Just get a fan to remake it at this point.
Yeah.
and then FE12 was just Japan only for some reason.
For no reason.
Yeah. The thing's a goddamn mess. And they've all got like the same title, and they're all like kind of remakes, and some are like kind of sequels. It's like
Nobody knows which ones are remakes or sequels or whatever. Fuck.
Yeah,
Fourth
fucking...
games.
One thing I didn't... FE4 was just too slow for me.
Yeah,
FE5 was
I've
too
beat
fucking
about 2
difficult for
chapters of
me to
FE4.
grasp, because I saw all these things, and I'm like, fatigue? Fucking... What is this shit?
FE5 sounds like a lot of fun. That's one game that I want to like stream or record for, just because in general it's like what the fuck I'm doing. It'd be great.
Still need to actually think of a time when I can get with Jango to fucking stream Mega Man and watch him die over and over again.
That's
When's
true.
ZX Collection come
Zero ZX Collection comes out February, I believe?
I can't do. I mean, right now. I don't really care what I'm streaming. I'm not really trying to.
Are
stream
you
one
free this
thing,
weekend?
so
Because we can do
I
it
should be free. If you want to do like late Saturday night.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm free anytime until literally 4 in the morning. Yeah, then
out? Check it out there at twitch.tv.
back to the fucking thing we were supposed to do. Wasn't,
Alright, we're
wasn't
like
the
making
fucking...
plans for doing something else while we're recording our Fire Emblem podcast.
Wasn't FE... Wasn't 2010 like the big old fucking rise of the whole FE YouTuber community? You know, the great renaissance of a bunch of foreign, non-American men talking about a Japanese...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Phoenix
even.
Master's been doing Pokemon videos for literally ever.
I was about to say, he's been doing Pokemon for years. He's not really a base FE tuber because he's been doing Pokemon since like
straight
I think it was
Death
2010
wherever
when
he's
he
from.
did
I mean, yeah,
Yes.
the Fire Emblem YouTube community is incredibly.
But yeah, I specifically remember this is when fucking Gast and Mangs got real popular. I know Gast did a fucking ROM hack, and apparently he's bringing that back.
I remember
It-
Gas was definitely the first Fire Emblem YouTuber I watched. I remember I watched his like, what Fire Emblem should you play first? I'm like, something FE7. This one pretty much gives you a whole tutorial and tells you.
I was about to
I
say,
love
whenever it
how,
comes down to people asking me what FE should I play, my definitive thing is always 7,
Yeah, it
because if you
literally
play it
tells you
after,
how to play the game.
because if you play FE7 at any other position, you'll fucking suffer through the tutorial, and you'll probably think
Yeah.
Flyn is one of the most annoying things in the world.
Like if it's your first game though, the tutorial or the mode is genuinely pretty good. Because it
Yeah,
doesn't
I
tell
mean-
you everything, but it just tells you what the hell to do pretty much.
you know, when you mentioned FE tuber, I was kind of thinking. I love how Mang is like the biggest tuber. Is this really the best we can do?
I was about to say, I could do better if I were given a
Mang's
button.
I feel like if
I'm sort of, I don't hate the guy, but
No,
I also
Mang-
don't like
Mang-
him either.
God,
Mangs
his
is great.
streams
I-
are so fun though, man. Those are like some of the other
I-
streams I've donated to. His 24-hour stream, one of them was so fun.
None of the FE
I
YouTubers,
love Mang, but I think he's
no FE tuber I watch is really like my favorite definitive YouTuber anywhere. I was like, one of my favorites is, some call me Johnny, who does a lot of shit I don't care about, but I still watch. Or
I mean,
If Gas
there's
gets
a
more free
couple.
time and gets better at editing, then his videos would be great. But like, his support sentences are really fucking good. But like,
I
They're
love
really
his
good.
his
support.
outro is horrible. It's like 2 minutes long, and it's just
you weren't there
garbage.
for the fucking early 2010s when I was a fucking year of Winf had to watch his outros.
Dude, I think one of the reasons I like Gap so much is he brought justice to Renault, who's always been one of my favorite FE7 characters because I bothered to do his sports because I was bored. And he made a support science on him, and I love that. I like that
Gas
he makes
sort of feels like the
support
one you,
sciences
the
on
one
like
FE
the niche
tuber I can really
characters,
see.
you know?
Yeah.
I like. I haven't seen Sage's content, despite the fact that he and I are mutuals.
He doesn't really.
I haven't seen much of his content.
He doesn't really make any, but he's definitely too hard on himself about that. He's like, I don't know, guys. I kind of only do reactions. It's like, yeah, that's fine. I don't
Well, it's
know.
like you can do more, but if you don't want
Like, you
to,
don't-
it's
you
your
don't
channel.
Yeah, like you don't have to make them. Like he did a lore video on like the Norse mythology of like Leviathan and whatever. It's like that was dope. That's nice. It's like yeah, do more of that. We like this.
I would love to see stuff like that on the origins of Fire Emblem characters.
Yeah, no, it is lore videos. I think Jaik. I think that's his name.
Jike, I'm gonna call him.
Yeah. He did.
You gotta pronounce it with a weird accent,
History
like
video.
Jike. Oh, like, it's my friend Jike. Like a weird
Jike.
Australian accent, like Billy Kane in the first Fatal Fury movie. It's your friend Jike. Gary, one thing going back on another non-Fire Emblem tangent, because that's what we do. Fucking the Fatal
Yeah,
Fury
this
movies
is-
are fucking
This is the non-Fire Emblem episode.
Correct.
again.
Oh yeah, we already had one of those. I think
Who cares?
we're bad at this.
I run the show. This is my show. This is a fucking lamp.
Okay.
The Fatal Fury movies, the fucking English Fatal Fury movies are so terribly dubbed it loops back into being.
This is the best screenshot. Give us a BSFE banner coverage. What's BSFE? Blazing Sword, aka Fire Emblem for GPA.
Man, they took that blazing sword and she got fucking roasted.
That's not what BSFE is. Wait, then what is it?
The sword doesn't blaze. Swear to God, Durandal isn't on fire. Durandal
Actually,
is
in the
never
title
on
sequence,
fire.
If you wait long enough, he throws Durandal at the screen and lights on fire. That sounds like some creepy frosty shit. That's real.
No, that sounds like a fucking dumb joke from a video where they throw it at the screen breaks, and it's like, oh, fuck, now I need to get a new one of these.
It's not on fire in the crits. It's not even on fire when it's used to kill a dragon.
Oh yeah, well Armands isn't on
On lightning is a weird fucking term for it. I thought it was electrocuted.
Yeah, it's
Lightnified.
but the game isn't named after Armads. It's not
I-
Fire Emblem: The Lightning Axe.
Oh
I mean,
my
to be fair, the fucking main
Ow.
the main three weapons of FE7 are fucking. The Soulkati is supposed to be a fucking katana, and yet apparently it weighs as much as like 17 bricks.
Oh right.
It's like, here's Lyn, a character who can't take much weight and is really fast. Here's a weapon that fucking removes her ability to go fast. It's just like, what?
Speaking of those speaking of the endgame weapons for FE7, I'm gonna have to admit something else. I'm kind of a. Is it blasphemy to S rank Sane and Axis?
Hell no.
Because
Do what you
Basilicos,
fucking want.
because Basilicos is the highest might weapon, like non-preferential weapon
Non-main 3 weapon.
at 22 might. So just because of Sane's stupid strength, I just like giving him Basilicos.
Yeah, I didn't have many people to give.
Dark
Fucking-
is my Basilicos guy.
Hey, Ruby posted a picture of Al, that one character that I posted in a
It's out, yeah,
Discord
it's
chat, and
fucking
people were
out.
like, "Put that away! Put that the fuck away, Lyn!"
Dude, the manga's fucking lit, bro. They should make that an anime, honestly.
I've heard nothing but bad things about it. I've heard that it's just the fucking Trinity soul of Fire Emblem.
Nah, the manga fucking rules. There was an illustration of Sane, and it was really good.
No, not the
there's
FE7
one. There's that one bit where it's Hector, Lyn, and Elliewood, and then Sane is just there.
That wasn't part of the manga. It's just
My
like a
f-
random illustration.
my
but
f-
it's great.
My favorite main characters of FE7: Sane, Lyn, Hector.
And
Elliewood.
Elliewood.
The way that we
You know,
play
it's just
it,
like my
Sane's the
favorite-
main character.
Yeah, it's just like my favorite main character in Echoes, Valbar.
Yeah.
Bro, we got freaking Tokyo Mirage sessions before we got Sane.
I wouldn't be fucking surprised if we got an actual. Like, I know I keep talking about it, but I'm honestly saying it as more of a negative. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a fucking crossover banner before we get all the fucking requested non-modern FE characters.
I
Take your pick of what the fucking crossover could possibly be. Fate. Yeah, if it's fucking Mario, I'll be disappointed.
Can we please just have a choose your legend, but for whoever's not in the game yet. So
I was about to say, just take
not
characters-
like Brave Vault, but just characters
Just
who aren't in
take
the
characters that are not in the game, or just take characters that are not in the game, put them on a poll. It's like, hey, the fucking top 4 in each of these will get to be put in the game.
Yeah.
Because I find that a lot more interesting than just, hey, this is gonna be characters who get super duper ultra chocolatey super supreme special alts during the fucking fall season. Why? Oh, what a surprise! The popular characters won. Like, I will fucking guarantee you. I guarantee you during February, Edelgard's gonna win CYL 4.
Oh my god, I swear.
Oh,
I love how the top here, the top character who doesn't have like either like seasonal or a base alt, who isn't playable in Heroes at all, is Leaf. Frickin' the goddamn OC is the #1 voted non-playable, and then next is
I've
like,
heard
all the
rumors
way
that apparently
down.
he's going to be January seasonal.
Yeah, he's data mined or whatever.
and then all the way down. Next is
Who?
going. I'm still scrolling through. Who? Jill. Jill is next at 52nd place.
Fucking Jill. I feel like the next banner's gonna be another Tellius one, honestly.
I was about to say, it's going to be something old again, so it's either going to be Tellius. Have they done an Arcanea bit? Have
I
they
just
done?
want a horrifying, dude.
Have they done an Arcanea banner?
They have not done.
Yeah, we had,
in a while.
We had an Arcania banner.
Yeah, I think we had like a Shadow Dragon exclusives, a
Yeah.
new
it was
mystery
like-
exclusives
The
banner. and
the last one we got was the one with Norn in it.
that was the
yeah.
one with Norn, Nagi,
Nagi.
Sirius, and Astrum as
Who I have two of. I swear to God, when I was summoning for Echidna, I fucking off-focused Nagi. And then I free summoned another one. I don't want you. You have distant counter and special fighter, so you're a waste of fodder because I don't have any armor units that I actually like to use. So I just keep you around. You stupid bitch. Go home. It fucking broke me when I pulled a second one. And I'm like, I want to fodder the distant counter, but special fighter is also too good of fodder to waste like that.
I was about to say, all the units that I want that I could fodder special fighter onto already have special fighter.
But I did free summon Celica. And
Legendary Celica or
yes, legendary Celica. So I'm gonna get to. I know I'm saving that unless Sane is like. The only time I wouldn't fodder legendary Celica to Sane is if he's like Harid, where like he's slow as hell but just gets free follow-ups for shit.
What if Sane's one of the fucking units like Bond 2? What's
Who?
his- Exactly. I remember specifically Bond 2, Ross,
Bond.
and
Yeah,
some
3
other
or 4
character.
star units, that's what I'm talking
Yeah, Tanya.
Oh, did you say Bontu?
That's his
Is
name,
that,
right?
Is that the actual
about. I heard
pronunciation?
like Bond 2. No, it's like,
I've
I
heard
say
Bond
two.
2, Band 2, Bond 2,
I've
James
always thought it
Bond.
was- I always thought it was
90%
Bantu.
sure it's Bantu.
You know what we need? You know who we need? Who I think Moogs goes on. I'm looking at Rinka right now because she was
Oh,
pretty
fuck yeah,
high.
Rinka, dude. Rinka ruled.
Dude,
Rinka's like one of
I-
the few Fates characters I give a damn about
Mad, you
because
could
he's
not
actually
remember
cool.
your
I
conquest.
think, I think I need my main like drive for working out. Like if I ever start working out, my main drive to work out is literally just so I can get the attention of popular girls. Because I'm looking at Rinka. Jesus Christ, dude.
Dude,
Oh.
Muscular girls are in,
I'm
boys.
cool with the Fates banner if they just don't do any fucking Royals.
I was about to say,
Just add
do a Fates
Rinka,
banner,
Sophie,
keep Royals out of.
someone else.
Just don't do another Royals ult because I'm pretty sure that would cause people to lose their shit again. Just
And,
add the characters that.
And while you're
Add
at it,
the
don't
Fates
add the Arabian
characters
clones.
nobody-
No fucking Kaldori or Asugi or. Well, they already have Rajat. So
Bro,
so
dude,
whatever.
We're gonna get like the FE4 replacement kids before we get like Sane.
Some of the
Or-
FE4 replacements are like better than the actual units, like Daisy and Patty or whatever. I don't know. One of them looks a lot.
Like, just hear me out on this. I got a fucking good one.
You know what's really weird? Well, I think the one unit that I've always been very confused as to why he's not in Heroes is like, okay, sure, Sane and Kent, whatever, they're not super important. You know, incredibly good units, second character you get in the game, that's fine, whatever, who cares? Where the fuck is Marcus?
They don't really
He's your
add a lot
Dagon.
of paladins.
He's
How much you want to bet if Mark gets into the fucking game? Like, I know
What
you're
is-
talking
what is
about
Mark?
Marcus.
What is Mark gonna do?
Dude,
No,
What is
Mark's
that?
gonna get. No.
He's gonna stand behind Lynn.
He's going to be a duo unit with Lynn more than likely.
Yeah, give her the Monikati. That's an excuse to add Mark, Lynn, and the Monikati.
Hear me. The moment he gets in, fucking FE meme Twitter will just explode in a loud erupt of, "Oh, hi, Mark."
Oh, that'd be very good. Also, Lynn would be back and tied with Camilla for
Nice.
most alts.
Camilla getting the most ults in Fire Emblem Heroes is still the dumbest thing.
It's because
Like, if you look
Because
in other
people
games that
like-
are already based off of existing franchises, the main characters have the most ults. Like, if you look at... Actually, no, wait, I was gonna say King of Fighters, but then I realized Kyo doesn't have an...
Yeah, actually, yeah.
dude, Sane was 192 in
But
CYL3.
technically, Kyo does have the most alts because he has, like, he's in every game, so therefore he has...
Speaking of
Like,
SNK and all that, I hate when people are like, oh wow, Terry, he's from Fatal Fury. Can't wait to go try out the games. They go play like Fatal Fury 1, like real bout, and they're like, these games stink. Like, yeah, they're awful. When you say, I want to go play a game that has Ryu in it, you don't go and fucking play Street Fighter 1, you moron. You go play...
You play...
You go play
I think real
Street Fighter
bout.
2 Turbo.
Bitch, like, come on, man. Like, go play
You play
KO
Third Strike.
2002.
We play Third Strike. It's fucking 2020.
Yeah. I want
But,
to play
dude,
the game
you know-
where Ryu and Ken were from. Let's go play Street Fighter 1. No.
Nobody play...
You don't. That's
Nobody
not-
plays the first game a fighting game characters
Yo,
from,
who-
because a first fighting game is clunk. Unless they have
Who wa-
fucking Halomaru from Sam Show.
Oh,
Samurai
Guys.
Showdown 1's fine.
Guys, who wants to get Unised with?
oh, I
Ooh.
know. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I have Street Fighter 5. That game's rad as hell, but no one else has that.
Unised?
Oh, Under Night?
Apparently there's gonna be a new one in a couple months, so I might buy that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested in Under Night only for character design alone, because fucking Waldstein.
Orie? Ugh.
I'm interested in any game that isn't a 3v3 anymore, honestly.
I was about to say I'm kind of out of 3v3s, which is probably why I like the fact that KOF gives the ability for one-on-ones.
I like how KOF does 3v3s because there's no tagging. It's like you literally just have 3 characters.
It's literally one character fights, and if
And
they
then-
fall, then the next character goes. And
Yeah, but like, yeah,
It's-
and like MVC and like Dragon Ball Fighters and all that, it's like.
I was about to say I'm
the
not into
health
tag.
bars are
I'm not
so
into tag
low.
mechanic
Yeah,
games.
the tag
Like I
team
play
games.
Blaze Blue, and I do enjoy it, but I kind of don't like the tag mechanic, but
like-
also kind of do. I think the tag mechanic is a lot more simple in Blaze Blue because it's 2 characters and not 3.
Yeah, I don't like having like a main team. I just want to like main a character, you know. All right, we've reached the 1 hour 6 minute mark. I guess we got any closing thoughts, statements?
Fire Emblem was sure existent and became better in this decade, and I think Three Houses was a good game,
Three
and it
Houses
ended
was a
it.
lot of fun. I'm excited to finish my Golden Deer in church playthrough.
I'm looking at more units from CYL3 and just googling the ones I don't recognize. Hinoka's cute. There's my.
I
there's
also
my
found
closing
out
statement.
one of the TMS characters is named fucking Yashiro, and my immediate thought was King of Fighters.
Fucking, the way
This
that-
fuck.
I don't
this
know, I don't
fucking
know if
guy.
you know this, but the way that Chris
When are we
says
getting
Shiny
Shermie in
Bullet
fucking
98,
Fire Emblem?
What?
Lynn, bro, if you haven't heard this yet, man, you need to hear Chris's interactions with Yashiro and Shermie. The fucking voice actor is my favorite shit. I'm stuck, man, forever.
Shermie. Yash.
Hi!
Fucking CYS, bro. They're banned.
Are they banned?
Yeah, no, they're a band. They're in a band. She
Oh.
plays the keyboard. I don't remember.
Wow.
Fucking. Yeah, saying Triangle Attack Episode 6. First
Triangle
one of the new
Attack.
decade.
Yes.
Can't wait for that to not happen again.
Stay tuned for Top
Yo,
10 Fire Emblem's coming. Top 10 Fire Emblem headbands coming April 2019.
Yeah, it'll be
Oh my God.
it'll be the solo video Reese posts.
I'm working on it.
I gotta
I'll
put
allow
more, I gotta put more content in the channel. It's just the same voiceover that I gave up on because
Yeah, I made
really
a City
bad
Ducks,
voiceover.
Bass boost.
And now I think we stopped the record. So Reese, what are you gonna make the end?
What am I gonna make the end credits, you might ask? Well, same as always, probably, I don't know. Thanks for watching the podcast. Make sure to subscribe and follow us, the boys, on Twitter. And you should totally go at Goosephone and tell her to refollow me. Just kidding, I don't know. See you later. Expect more epic content on the Flip Catch. Wee.